The clip farming at DreamCon is on a whole nother level. It's out of pocket. This was Snow Cone. I don't know Snow Cone and Ash.
She was in Streamer U.
Okay. So Meg Thee Stallion was a pretty pivotal part of DreamCon. They had a little booth set up for her alcohol, and Snow Cone goes and does this.
I don't know what this is.
I'm turning it down because of music, but the woman basically describes, hey, this is a Megan Thee Stallion booth.
I don't know. It's really free Tory, so I don't know. I said it's free Tory.
Oh, God.
It's for Megan Thee Stallion. We signed with my man's Tory.
She said it back in the way, too. That's what makes it so bad.
Oh, my God.
And again, I was turning it down. The music and stuff was loud there, but she was explaining that it's a Megan Thee Stallion booth. She said, you should come and check it out. She then proceeds to say, no, it's free Tory. And then walks off and then repeats it again. And then, no, it's free my guy Tory for the third time. All for the sake of the clip. You know, you have your own feelings and stuff like this, but which we also thought this would happen. We thought something like this would happen, but
yeah.
Clip farming at the anime convention and just the content creators at the anime convention as a whole. I know they hate when we talk about content, but that out of all the complaints, probably the largest complaint was about the content creation being had at DreamCon.
Did you see the clip farm on Neon?
I didn't see the clip farm on Neon.
I'm gonna play it.
No, I'm tweaking. Let's go. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Your girlfriend's a you should kill yourself.
What'd you say? What'd you say? You know what's crazy? Look at yourself. Look at yourself, bro. Look at yourself.
I'll dump you on Genki, bro. On Genki, I'll dump you, bro.
Back up, bro.
What the are you doing?
Bro, Leon, you're about to what are you...
Man. Okay. So
do you think that people genuinely have these feelings or
no?
They're trying to get a clip off.
Somebody okay.
It's such a
that wasn't pushed back on you, my bad. But
no, yeah. It's just when I see this, I get sad because contrary to a lot of criticism that content creators have, and specifically at DreamCon, because my hot take of the week was going to be the creators were cool, but there is definitely a side of content creation that other people have been inspired by other bigger creators. So sometimes directly because of them, but sometimes I feel like they just don't understand what's really going on. So now you have this clip farming culture that is beyond dog and awful. Look, I don't think I'm funny on command. Preface, but hear me out. I've told jokes that are corny on purpose. When I tell you that I know for a fact, and I know you three especially know, these niggas are saying some shit, and if we rewatch the clip, you see how the heads look around? Who laughing? Or especially as a streamer, I tell the real sauce chat. You want to know if a streamer really think they funny? Every time they tell a joke.
They look around.
LOL, LMAO. And they're like, no, bro.
They look at that. That's when they grab the phone. They grab the phone and they look at the
phone. Holy shit, bro. Just be you. And if you a wild motherfucker, then fine. If you are a person that says this unhinged shit because that's who you are, fine. But sometimes I just be seeing shit, especially with Homegirl in the first one, where y'all do stuff looking for some crazy shock value reaction and shouting match. And when you don't get it, that's what ends up happening. The second guy's lucky Neon responded. If Neon never says anything, he's just the most random cornball of the day. He fucks off and that's that. But especially the first one where she's like, free Tory. I said free Tory. And nobody gives a fuck. Everybody's having a good time. And it sucks where I become sad is because every creator that I had a conversation with, in my opinion, the content I was providing, I think that's what DreamCon needs. Because if there's any criticism of DreamCon, is that if you're a smaller creator, unfortunately, you're just not going to be able to have fun with other big time creators outside of a quick picture and conversation. So when you are creating the content with other creators that they either A, just don't know you, or B, they're also at your level, it's awesome. That's like, damn, now I'm around a bunch of people that are on the same mindset as me. They'll jump in this clip because they know what I'm trying to do. They know how it feels, and we get the content off. I met some fantastic creators that follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Twitch that I definitely plan on collaborating with. But when you got motherfuckers that's following Funny Mike all over the fucking place, and the content is that to the point that nigga Funny Mike thought I was following him because I happened to walk on the same stairs twice. Because that's how many people were just following this nigga with 12 viewers in the stream. Just like, he's right there. He's right there. So it just sucks. This IRL shit. That's why I truly don't see myself permanently doing it. And if I do it, I promise you I'm going to do my best to do it differently. Because there's some corny niggas that spawn because of that shit, bro. Your floor is yours.
I'm glad I'm glad the DDG thing happened. And with these clip farmers in these other two situations, it goes to the tweet I put out pre-DreamCon, and I got a bunch of pushback from a bunch of random people with no nuts. I said it. All you IRL streamers, keep that weird shit from around me, because I slap niggas.
Oh.
I am all for what happened to that dude who I could have swore was probably at our party, or I could have swore I've seen him before. The same guy. I could have swore. I am all for people who are doing shit for the clip, these clip farming ass people, when they do weird shit, to get hands and feet put on them. People can call it immature. People can call it whatever they want. But the issue with the culture of content creation right now is everyone just lets shit happen. Niggas just ignore shit. And that's all I've been seeing. Well, just ignore it. Just ignore it. Well, now it gets to the point to where it's hard to ignore, because now this shit's all over your timeline. Now this shit is a disruption to the people that's in the moment or at that precise moment, whatever it is. The shit's weird. And now it's opening the door for people to go to these other conventions and these other places and spaces and be weird. We used to stone weirdos. We used to call the paddy wagon, put them in a straitjacket, and send their weird asses to an asylum somewhere until they cooled the hell out, put them on some medication. For whatever reason now, we just let them run free and rampant and do whatever they want until they turn into Johnny Somali, or they turn into the dude that got stomped out by Dub and the crew. By the way, please stop with this DDG hate. I don't know why so many people are hating on DDG or saying hate his way, because his brother and other people jumped on someone for clip farming. I believe the Emily girl she should have had a pillow thrown at her face. Someone should have clipped her as she was walking away. Should have tripped her stupid ass. Free Tory, clip. You should have got tripped by somebody. Snow cone, whatever her name is. Sure. Should have tripped her. And the nigga she was with. Well, half nigga she was with. Buddy, a little pudgy buddy that walked up on Neon. Hate Neon for as much as you want. That is super disrespectful to try to get off on somebody right there. His security should have smacked him in the back of his fat neck.
They be walking away too. I ain't gonna lie. That's some pussy. In both situations, they be free Tory.
Get that shit. And I'm glad Neon ran down on his goofy ass. I'm glad he did, because you're not about to. You shouldn't just be able to get that type of shit off. This is not the internet. This is real life. In real life, there are consequences for your actions. Going up and disrespecting a man's girlfriend and telling him to KYS should get you slapped in your fat neck. And to all you people who are sitting around, just ignore it. Just ignore it. All right, gang. Ignore it until niggas start taking clip farming to a whole new level, because there's levels to this. There's levels to it. Right now, we are in the orange zone of clip farming.
Mm-hmm.
When this bitch gets to the red, you're gonna wish you start smacking these niggas when it was in the green or orange.
And it's not gonna take too many of them to get to that level. I think that people don't understand that, but Bezos,
it's just about one open. It's just about one open. The last person.
I think for me, I don't want to sound like I'm justifying or defending the clip farmers in this instance, but I think I really do have to go back and hold accountable the big streamers that have normalized this type of behavior, that have normalized this culture. Because I would even go back and refer to specifically Omar being confronted by FaZe about his criticisms about clip farming. And their whole point was, I mean, no one really getting hurt over us saying skibbity toilet or whatever the fuck they were saying at that time. And it's like, okay, cool, right? There's nothing crazy about there is a thing as like ethical clip farming. And there is a thing as unethical clip farming. That's also one of the things that I figured out. But it starts off as this innocent thing. I think there are innocent ways to clip farm, but people take that and say this we are cultivating an environment where it's okay to do anything and everything for the clip because we're all just making content. And what that line is for you is different for what that line is for DDG, what that line is for Agent, and it's become this thing where like you can get your shit off, but like to Damo's point, fuck around and find out. If you cross my line, go ahead, get your clip off, but you better be prepared for the repercussions. And if that means getting your ass beat, you can't be playing victim.
And let me say this, because the counterpoints are going to be the counterpoints. And to a degree, I can't even see. Nobody is up here being essentially a fake gangster, no shit. I'm not saying Damo is. I would say I'm not saying frame one, a nigga's trolling. Hello. But what I definitely do agree with is the idea that your actions do have consequences, and you can't assume everyone is going to be mature. Not exactly the same, but Damo, I remember we had a conversation way back, and we were like, what is it going to take for people to not view streamers as like these nerd neck corny niggas? And you literally said, oh, the day that one of these motherfuckers just starts kicking people's asses on stream. Like one day when you fuck around with somebody, you think he's a nerd and he kicked your ass. So like I'm saying, your actions and words do have consequences. And in 2025, it's lost because of the powers of the internet. And these creators, they think, okay, well, shit, I seen him do it. And he didn't get beat up. So let me try this as well. I'm not instigating or insinuating that people should be just getting assaulted for trying to tell a joke. You could even argue your DreamCon, be cool with it. Ooh. But definitely keep in mind that at the end of the day, we're all human beings. And you pulling up telling me to kill myself or calling me a bitch ass nigga. Some people, oh, that's just lingo. Oh, that's just content. Some niggas, you just called me a bitch ass nigga. I'm about to beat the shit out of you.
If you give leeway for some of it, you give
Then
leeway
all of it's
for
okay.
100%. And that's why I'm saying, hey, I think that most people should do stuff and be comfortable with whatever repercussions are possible with it. And now if I hold the door from somebody and I say, oh, please, sir, go right ahead, and he punches me in the face, I can't prepare for that. But if I slam the door on him while walking in the place, yeah, I can prepare for him to open the door and want to fight me. Or be like, yo, what was that? So I just like people to like go about this content shit, because at the end of the day, you're fucking with people in real life, hence IRL stream. And just remind yourself that, yo, this is a real world you're living in. This person who may even be a creator is a human being. And you have a good chance, if you're going to try to troll him or her, to cross a line that, hey, you crossed the line and now you are dealing with repercussions, whether you're getting kicked out, whether you're getting beat up, whether you're getting cussed out, whatever the case may be. So just this, it's so sad because it's so many like genuine content creators in DreamCon, in my personal opinion. So many people that were trying stuff. Some was bad, some was excellent. Trying all these things, but it's going to be perceived in a negative way because negativity is going to be the ones on Twitter. Negativity is going to be the one that gets posted by all the fear buck accounts and shit. And it's just it's just an awful fucking look when majority, trust me, majority of people were just chilling, trying to have a good time. I promise you. So that shit sucks.
I've talked about it ad nauseum, so I don't want to go too deep. But first of all, 9 years later, and I'm vindicated. God, thank God. But on a serious note, my only thing is the actions of few affect the many. And so if others don't hold each other accountable in this space, they're just gonna take it away. Next year, there's gonna be some sort of and DreamCon did everything they could to prevent stuff like this from happening. To Megan Thee Stallion or whatever the case may be. For the panel, you had to register and all this other stuff like that, and they handled it or whatever. Regardless of how you feel about the situation, whether you sit on the side of Megan Thee Stallion or you sit on the side of Tory Lanez, it's a bad attempt to make content. So what's gonna happen in the future is that people are gonna get approved. People are gonna have to get approved to record. People are gonna have to get approved to create content. They're gonna be stricter about who they give the creator badge title to. One of the things about DreamCon is that they still the lines between like creator and you get kind of blurred. I know we don't think we're the biggest thing in the world, but we are big, and we were walking on the floor for days, a couple days.
Mhm.
Even the year before that, we walked on the floor for 3 days. Right at the end of the convention, like Sage said, Funny Mike is on the floor. Agent gets on the floor. Senna, Valkyrie, all of them get on the floor. If stuff like that continues to happen, they're not going to get on the floor, and it's just as simple as that.
Yep. Painful truth. I don't really even want to yap
If
over
shit
that.
gets too negative, and I seen people are making the jokes, shit gets too negative for DDG and this impacts him in some negative way, them niggas is not coming around. And if it can happen to a nigga like DDG, it can happen to a Deshae Frost, it can happen to a Neon, it can happen to all these people that you will want there. And then once the people that you would want there stop going, the people that you need there are going to stop going.
Man, and the killers, it happens to everybody. I almost forgot about this. Shout out to my editor River Cardiac and them, because if it were me, I'd have crashed out. And I almost did. I stood up in the chair. We are doing that podcast. There was some weird dude sitting. I thought it was one of their teammates. So I thought he was just telling a joke. It was some weird dude. Like, imagine if someone was standing right behind me. He was just hovering over me. And I thought it was just one of their teammates. So I'm rocking with it. He gets the mic. He just tells some random ass joke. He's like, I really should sabotage this shit, bro. So now I'm like, oh, wait, that's not one of their guys. So I'm trying to process what's going on. I snatched the mic back from the nigga because give me that shit back, random. And he's like, oh, that was corny. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that was corny. And he just fucks off. But that's what I'm saying. That's happening. And it's no disrespect, but that's happening at peak me. Floor is like to any creator out there. It could be a creator, whether you're at my boy River and Cardiac's podcast, whether you're at Keep It a Buck, whether you're at one viewer in the chat. You could be the 12 viewer nigga following Funny Mike. This happens to anybody. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Y'all not even trying to get the clips off on the Kais and the speeds and shit. You're just doing this to random niggas. What's wrong with you motherfuckers?
Nigga in the chat, Burnout, saying, is that not the culture that comes with streaming? No, that's not the culture that comes with streaming. That is the culture that motherfuckers have made in streaming, and a cheap little way to get views. So now niggas think it's the norm, and it's not. It's a bad meta. My thing is, both events that we threw, our party and the basketball event, there were niggas that pulled up, smaller streamers, and they were streaming at our events. Mind you, I don't know if they talked to y'all. They didn't talk to me. These niggas are just pulling up. And I remember we were at the party. This nigga Joe that streams on Twitch, he pulls up. He got his little setup, tripod, all that shit going. I look at Omar. You know who that is?
No.
Nah.
I'm like, yo, talking about.
I'm like, is that nigga streaming? Yeah. I'm like, yo, Christian, go see what that nigga on real quick, because I don't want no weird shit going on like in our events. At basketball shit, there were 4 individual people who came to not hoop. They just sat their shit up and was streaming the runs. And I'm sitting down, I'm looking. I don't know if they spoke. I mean, I think Omar went over and spoke to him.
Yeah,
I don't think they didn't speak to everybody that was there. They pulled up to get their content off. But the shit scared me because I don't know what you niggas are about to be on. Y'all are in our event and y'all just stream. Y'all are unknown niggas just streaming. And who knows what you'll be willing to do to get the clip off. That shit's weird to me. It's weird and it can get wild. And if the shit is happening from the top levels to the bottom levels of creators at DreamCon. And eventually, motherfuckers will have these complaints and it's gonna have to get addressed. But hey, man, I guess W event. Niggas aren't complaining about being in line no more. Niggas ain't complaining about not seeing some bros panel. Cool, good job. Y'all fixed the problem of niggas not complaining about not seeing their favorite creators. Now y'all got to fix the problem of these leeches and these mooches that can't create content. Their only way of creating content is to be controversial, be annoying, be weird, be dramatic off the backs of other people to get a quick little fucking viral clip and viral video. Hence why I say Put your hands and feet on these streamers because I'll give you your motherfucking clip. And I hope you enjoy that 15 seconds of fame of me whooping your ass. And you got to sit there with a broke jaw, reaping the benefits of getting this 500,000 engagement clip on Twitter and 200 fucking subs that you get on your shitty YouTube channel, or the extra 3 viewers you get because they seen you get your ass whooped. And that nigga that, what you call it, the nigga with the dreads that got jumped by Dub and them, I need to keep up with this because I want to see if he sues and wins anything.
Oh, well,
Because I promise you,
he said
He
I
did.
want you to know he announced that he is definitely suing.
he's suing. Yeah, I seen that.
He's definitely suing.
I want to keep up with it to make sure if it goes through, because what people don't realize is, oh yeah, it's easy to say you're gonna sue until it's time to sue.
Yeah, that shit is
Until it's-
expensive. It is
I might
not
say-
cheap to sue.
Until it's time to go through that process, nigga, and you gotta pay the goddamn lawyer fees. You gotta get the paying out of pocket, or the deal is he's gonna reap the benefits, whatever the settlement is, and your settlement check is $500. Like, that suing shit sounds cool, gang, until it's time to actually sue. Nigga can't even get a proper goddamn hairdresser, and you think I'm expecting you to get a good lawyer?
DG said it's a skit. Like, is that true?
Man, that ain't no skit. I got banned from the event. I can't go back now, and I'm not sure if I can go back next year, which I hope I can. You know, I spent a lot of money coming over here, trying to have fun with my people. And I'm not sure if he got banned from the event, which I assume he did, because those were his people. But I gotta let you know now. I gotta take legal action against him or his brother, somebody out here. That's unacceptable for real. They done broke my chain. I'm banned from the event. I'm over here. Glass is gone. I ain't got the glasses no more. The glasses made my whole fit. Come on.
So why did you call him doo-doo garbage? Like, why did you say that?
I thought it was all jokes. I never seen DDG react like that in the past. Never seen him tell anybody go do something to anybody else. So I'm thinking it's all good. It's all cool. I seen him throw some gloves to some people that said it to his face a few times. You know, even if he did that, I would have been like, hey, my fault, man. Whatever, went along my way. But he didn't want to do that. I can't lie. His brother came up to me and started putting his hands on me.
But that's why I still kind of always go back to the big streamers. Like that mentality in his head is because these big streamers have enabled that environment of like, I thought we all shooting content. So why can't I not be a part of the clip? I don't know. My question for these people is like, what even is the plan afterwards after you get the clip? Because we have seen creators go down the edgy route already. We are actively seeing them in real time try to reverse that PR. Like Neon is actually one of them. Neon was one of those annoying ass streamers that's trying his damn hardest to pull a 180 and fix his PR. Fousey, I don't know if y'all been keeping up with what he's doing.
I follow Fousey's recent content.
So far, and you know, with him, it could change in a snap like that. He's trying to pivot out of it. Sneeko, he pivoted out. You low-key pivoting back in with the Kanye shit. But Aiden is another one trying to fix his PR actively as we speak. So I just don't even know what the plan is for this edgy, like, I get it. I get why they're doing
Speed
it.
as well. Sorry, speed as well.
Speed as well. But yeah, I get their thought process, and it's because we have normalized clip farming. We have broken the fourth wall. We have made it a norm. We have made it acceptable. But y'all not even doing clip farming right. That's my thing. Even even for the edgy use case, doing a clip and walking away.
Nah,
It's crazy.
It's in toes pussy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
The only thing for that though is again they're just bad on analysis, and that's why they're bad creators. They don't even realize that they are 2 years behind on what's going on. You are 2 years behind on everything. You are still trying to get off 2023 clips. Like that's what you're trying to get off. But that's gone. Same thing with the dude from Agent Stream. When he got his room broken into, that's a 2023 joke. So, and again, it's ultimately cool. I think two things are gonna happen, and I remember like being in Atlanta and living through, people essentially discovering that content creators existed. It was ridiculous at how strict people were when it came to what you can and can't record, what you can and can't bring a camera into. You could be doing a video of you recording yourself changing a tire in a parking garage. Well, you can't have that camera out here. Me, I'm recording this for some educational. It could be something. No, you can't do that. So that's ultimately what's going to happen. And then I would love to see what these people do. I would just love to see what people do after that.
I just think it's funny that this nigga probably sat around watching Streamer University and seen niggas get the DEO jokes off, the doo-doo garbage jokes off, and nothing happened to them at Streamer University. So he said, "This is my moment." They got it off of Streamer U. You didn't, like he said, I never seen him act like this before. Because you're not fucking funny. 2, this ain't that. That ain't this. Just because you seen niggas get some shit off before don't mean you should be able to get that shit off. But that again, is why I say niggas gotta set the tone early with what you allow. This nigga DDG, he throw some boxing gloves, and then I'd have been like, okay, bro, cool. Even though it's not the truth. In the clip, that nigga Dub asked him, what did you say? And he didn't back down. He stood 10 on it. He doubled down, actually. And how Dub said it, you knew it was a problem. But guess what? You didn't care.
Also
because you was
awareness.
trying to get it off.
Awareness.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I would 99% of the time, to be blunt, be like, nah, they overreacted, dog. However, again, people skills are needed. Some people aren't touching grass. He wasn't even recording a clip. So I really don't understand how. Hey, I don't know about y'all. I'm a good guy from the burbs. The good guy from the burbs knows when someone says, say that shit again, and moves closer to you and frowns. He might punch me in the face if I say
the expectation was what? That's a good one, bro. Let's flick up. I don't know. If he literally said, say that again. Wait, hold on. Takes off these things, hands phone to the dude, and then says, say it again. Me. You know
I'm
what?
not on that. My fault, bro.
He might be that this time.
I'm tripping, big bro. In fact, I can name 5 songs.
You know what,
Yeah, I'd have been
Daryl?
like,
You're
whoa,
my
whoa,
favorite.
I was joking right then and there. Not after I get two-pieced. Because after you get two-pieced, nigga, he's already two-pieced to shit. Now it's over.
So you clip farm, and he a mogul.